Hello mountain riders. With a brief break before our next riding video, it's time to make good on my promise to review a couple pieces of gear that we tried out over the past couple seasons. Back in episode 2, I mentioned 3 things that we were going to try out on our rides over the summer and now into the fall. Some of them we found useful, others not so much, and these are small items, not very pricey, but 1 or 2 did make a difference for us. So the first of these items was the CoolR heat helmet liner. And it's a decent product, well made, you know, nothing flawed with it or anything like that. And easy to put on, fairly comfortable. But honestly, I don't know that we gave them a fair test. Most of the times we were riding in the 80s, maybe we hit the low 90s now and then. And honestly, I was never really sure, was it working? Did it help? Did it make a difference? After 5-6 days or so, I found it staying in my pocket more than on my head. And maybe in a different climate, like the desert Southwest, if you're out in Arizona or something like that, where it's hot and desert and dry, it might work real well for you. I don't know about Florida, where there's a lot of humidity and stuff, but can't say it didn't work, can't say it did work, but honestly, it was one more thing that I kept forgetting to put on when I was putting my helmet on. So it ended up staying in the pocket most of the time. These are like, I saw them for like $4, $5 online. You can find them all over. So if you're riding in a real hot climate, they may be worth your while. For us, I'm keeping it in the pocket because every once in a while we do find ourselves in those situations, and it's small and it's easy and it's cheap. So no rating on this. Can't say it's good, can't say it's bad. I don't think we were a good test. So the next thing we tried out were these simple neck gaiters. Now, there's no brand or product or anything, so I can't recommend anything specific. They're just these thin, you know, stretchy material. And I bought them primarily because, well, we were riding during the COVID, and we figured that they would be convenient and make handy masks. And I also figured they might give me some protection to my neck when I'm riding, because even with a full face helmet and a jacket zipped up and stuff, there's that little bit of skin that, wham, those little bugs are always whapping into. Or if you're out riding off-road, you're picking up, you know, gravel and dirt and all kinds of stuff. And I figured maybe they'd give me some protection doing that. And, well, honestly, they worked real well. As far as working as masks, yeah, they're good for a short-term temporary mask, and that worked out well and everything. And they did indeed. No bugs, no problems or anything like that. What I found was they're really comfortable and you forget about them. And where they really come in handy is when I've got my big heavy jacket on with the high collar and stuff. It kind of gives you that nice soft padding there and everything. And I also like to wear a camera strap around my neck and shoot while I'm riding. And so it gives you some cushion for that. So they're really comfortable. And in fact, I found I've liked these so much, these have become a standard part of my gear. I now wear it every ride. I mean, it'll just fit right in my pocket, but usually I've got it on all the time because you just forget about it. And I would highly recommend you check one of these things out. I mean, they're only a couple bucks. Like I say, my wife grabbed a couple of them somewhere. I'm sure you can find them if you quick internet search, if not around town. The other nice thing is they also provide a bit of a seal now that the colder weather is coming on between the jacket and the base of the helmet, so you don't get so many drafts and stuff up and down in there. So overall, these little simple neck gaiters, liked them, using them. I recommend you try them out if you haven't. And the third thing that I tried out in particular were these Unbound merino wool t-shirts. I saw them online and they said these are the one shirt you need for travel. It's all you'll ever need. You know, they're lightweight and they don't wrinkle and stuff when you put them in your bags, and they also don't pick up your body odor and smell over time. And so I kind of hesitated because they were like 68 bucks a piece, but the material is really, really soft and comfortable. The workmanship is great. There's no loose threads or anything like that. And I have now been wearing them for several months, and I love them. In fact, I'm wearing a long sleeve one now, which I've basically adopted these for my everyday wear shirts, and also these are the shirts now I use as my first underlayer when I'm riding, just because they are so soft and comfortable. I really like them. I wore them for 10 days straight when we did our June trip, which was up in the heat. And in the heat, they're cool. In the cooler weather, they feel warm. And sure enough, even after 10 days, there was barely a trace of any odor on the shirt. So long as you keep yourself clean, man, these shirts really do the job. And I recommend you look into giving one of those a try. They're kind of expensive, but like I say, I wear them every day now. They're that good. So those are the 3 items I promised to review. And just before we left on our travels, I picked up some other stuff, a little bit more expensive gear. And now that we've been using that for a couple of seasons, I'll give you my impression on those next time I do a product review. But I'm looking forward to getting back out on the road now. We've got fall coming on here in the mountains, and I'm really looking forward to shooting the next video to show you some of what's happening up here in the hills. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe down there in the corner on YouTube. And in episode 18, I'm looking forward to getting back out on the road. See you then.